documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
How about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it. Good morning. As far as area wise,
Documents of power.
And then he starts 242.
how about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it just a bit. Good morning. As far as burial wise.
Document sa kalan.
And then Richards 242.
How about this? We'll go ahead and get started, and then we can find it just a bit. Mhm.
Yeah, President of the United States Army, and a grateful nation. Please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for the noble, honorable, and faithful service.
That would conclude the military honors portion of service. Before I open the floor for anyone, I'd like to say a few words, a quick presentation. This is the presidential honors.
Am I going to? What is this?
It's a certificate signed by the president.
Yeah.
And it's the presidential memorial certificate on behalf of the president of the United States, Department of Veterans Affairs, and it's very good for the nation. Please accept the certificate on behalf of your loved ones, faithful and very honorable service to this country. This time, anybody would like to say a few words, the floor is now open.
On behalf of Mark and Nellie and her entire family and friends, thank you. And I don't know where those military guys went, but thank you to them too. My brother Scott wrote a eulogy. I don't know how many of you were able to see that, but I'm going to read it to you just in case you didn't see it. Mark Franklin Hemingway was born October 8, 1952 in Bakersfield, California. He unexpectedly passed away on October 17, 2024 at his home in Lodi, California. Mark was a second-born child and son, born to Wayne and Christine Hemingway. He is survived by his wife, Nellie, his brother Scott, who's married to Lori, and his sister Diane, right here, is married to Dave. His older brother Gary passed away August 27th of this year, so just weeks before Mark. Our youngest brother Brian also passed away. That was back in 1999. Mark's first marriage was to Rochelle Stangelini, and she passed away in 2007. She also served in the Army as Mark did. Mark grew up in East Bakersfield where he was an excellent athlete. He was a talented pitcher as a youth and excelled at everything baseball. He also played football and ran track. He attended West High, this is also in Bakersfield, for 2 years and graduated from Foothill High School in 1970. After graduating, he enlisted in the Army. He served as a cook in Germany and as a truck driver in Vietnam. As an adult, he enjoyed playing softball for pumping unit repair and other teams. Mark was a talented welder for many years. Everyone who knew Mark enjoyed his way of telling a story and occasional use of colorful and humorous explanations. If you were there, you know. Mark always had a dog. They were most often of mixed breed, something he found at a shelter. One of his favorite pastimes was fishing. He owned a small fishing boat and he would often fish the delta near his home in Lodi. He was always there when the yearly deep sea fishing trip was held in Morro Bay. He was dearly loved by his nieces and nephews and the grandchildren of Nellie, who I believe called him Daddy Mark.
Yes.
His phone calls and messages will be missed. The doctors have lost a big fan that lived in Giants country. As for Mark, would always say when he was ready to hang up on the phone or leave, he'd say later. Later, but not forgotten. All right, that's by Scott. I've got a few things, and hopefully they make Nellie stop crying and make her laugh. Because a lot of his stuff was laughter. All right. So, I don't know if I'm going to read it. I might just tell it because it might not be as long. So Mark's 8 years older than I am. So mostly what I remember about him when he was when he was a teenager. And I do have a few memories. One, we have a home video where he's trying to teach me how to sit up when I was a baby. He's got me by my head, just making me, and my booty's just going everywhere. So I knew he loved me as we were growing up. I can remember him, he was mean to me sometimes. He'd walk up to me and he'd say, Speed, which is my nickname. Speed Demon, how old are you? And I'd say, let's say I was 10. How'd you get to be so ugly in 10 short years? Good, she's laughing over here. Mark, I think, actually gave me that nickname, Speed Demon, because when I was younger and I'd get told to go do a chore and I'd just like walk real slow like this. Yeah, I'm going. And my stepmom would say, get a move on. And she called me Speedy. And so from then on, Mark called me Speed. And my other brothers and sometimes my husband and friends call me that too. Mark was always so darn cute. Nellie can tell you that. He was cute. He had some dimples and he had a smile and a smirk, and the girls loved him. Just telling you, the girls loved him so much. I remember being about 4 or 5 years old and we were standing in the yard and he was showing his friends, we were like in a circle and I came up in between them and he's showing them how to stand like this. You know, that was a cool way to stand back then. So I tried it too. He'd probably think he'd get out of here. So Mark was always a cool one. Now, while going through some of his papers, I ran across a newspaper article of Mark. This was naughty Mark. He and my stepbrother got pellet guns for Christmas. And so they and a cousin and some more cousins and people from church, these young boys, Mark was 14, they got these pellet guns and went out in cars and they were shooting out windshields and car windows and mirrors. Well, it was made the news. And I was 6 years old when this was going on and I remember it. Because I remember my stepmom saying, what in the world, whose kids would ever do that? And those kids were living in her house. Yeah. Okay, where am I? He was always up to something fun, doing something that was possibly illegal. And my brother, Scott, didn't remember this, but I remember him and some buddies stole an ant off of a pest control truck. And it seemed like they put it on the church for Sunday morning. He did a lot of funny stuff. Well, Mark got rebellious and he didn't want to go to church anymore. So he would find things to do at church, like go up in the attic. He was up in that attic a lot. And one day he was up there and my step-grandpa was a custodian, and all of a sudden a foot came through the ceiling. And my step-grandpa says, "Mark, is that you?" How do you know it was Mark? It's because Mark was doing stuff like that. We were raised in a Mormon family, and Mark's nickname in high school, I found out, was Wino. Wino. He had gone up in the church attic again at a youth dance and got drunk and came down and threw up all over the dance floor. I remember the bishop bringing him home, and I watched my dad throw him in the shower, a cold shower with all his clothes on. It's like, I'm getting out of here. So he did some fun stuff. I'm pretty sure Mark would have been labeled ADHD. Pretty sure, because he did fun, crazy, and outrageous things. One day, he planted some plants around our above ground pool. And my stepmom said, "Mark, what is that?" Yeah.
I'm so sorry, we're gonna have to kind of wrap it up real quickly. The Army's gonna come back in and refold the second flag for Miss Rochelle as well.
Okay.
So we are a little bit past time, so if we could.
Yep.
Okay, the end.
Sorry.
Did you find a DB214 for her?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Guess I didn't need to worry about all the hours of writing that.
So they're gonna re-present the one flag
To Nelly.
to Nellie, and then who's gonna get the second one?
That's me. That'd be me.
United States Army, with a grateful nation. Please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your love, honorable, and faithful service.
Thank you.
Before I give my short closing, let's have a small, quick presentation. Go ahead and give you this presentation notes outside for the introduction of the company. On behalf of the President of the United States, the Department of Veterans Affairs, and this grateful nation, please accept the certificate on behalf of loved ones, faithful, and very honorable service to this country.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. That would conclude our service. Loved one's gravesite will be available for visitation after 4 p.m. today, following that 365 days a year from sunrise to sunset. On behalf of the director and staff here at the Sacramento Valley National Cemetery, we do thank you all for coming out today, and we wish you and your families safe travels home. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.